Ta-da! Welcome to Dino's Vault, and I have the spanking new 2024 Pulsar 200NS, and my joy knows no bounds because Bajaj have gotten the updates, the formula just on point. And what all updates have they offered to make it a absolute firecracker of a deal? We're going to find out with a detailed walk around and then my ride impression. So without further ado, let's get started with this review. Okay guys, so this is the 200NS 2024 model, and there's been a lot of hype building to this launch. There were a lot of teasers released, and eventually this is what we get. We have two major updates. One is the LED DRL and the LED headlamp, which adds on to the modern appeal and also puts lesser load on the battery, better consistent light spread with the LED lighting, and that's one update that the 2024 model gets. The other update is this digital console. So let me just give you the startup animation of this full digital console. So initially, I don't know what you think about it, but it is something that will grow on you with time, and it makes the bike look premium and look bigger. Mind you, underscore that word, it makes the bike look bigger because of this huge rev counter and the large speedometer display. And you also have the gear position indicator, the clock, the side stand indicator, the Bluetooth on off setting right over here, odometer, and then of course you have other options. So now when you switch across, it is the IFE or the instant fuel economy, then AFE or average fuel economy. Then you have the settings button, and to enter that you have to press the S button, and once you enter it shows Bluetooth on. So long press the same to turn Bluetooth off. You have the pass key as well to pair the motorcycle with your phone app. This is the Smart Connect app, and then long press this to turn it off if you want. Bluetooth is off, and to browse through the rest of the menu, it is set clock. And then you have distance to empty DTS, is it 440 kilometers? That's quite a lot. I don't think so. That's the distance to empty. And now look at the rest of the motorcycle. You have a clip-on handlebar, you have this muscular tank. Okay, looking at the tank now, it's a nice muscular tank. Similar to what you come expecting from a Pulsar. It's beefed up kind of muscular tank shape. Has been a hallmark design element of the Pulsar bloodline, so that doesn't change with the 200NS tank. Tank shrouds extending all the way up front, and it's a 12-liter tank. I wish the tank range was slightly higher. 805 mm seat height, 170 mm ground clearance, adequate space for the rider as well as the pillion. Even the pillion seat is not too out of reach for ladies. It is easily accessible. The grab bars are neatly laid out. The twin LED strips at the back, LED turn blinkers, carbon fiber accents on the front as well as the rear fender. Then you have the Nitrox gas charged monoshock with preload adjustability, 130 section rear tire. Now this is a Zapper S tire, so whether it's a radial rear tire or not, I'm not able to make out. Maybe it is written somewhere here. It is not the regular Zapper tire, that is something I can tell you. So that's a good welcome change. Another thing, the front tire is a regular Zapper tire. Then the equipment. Now check this: USD forks, 300 mm front disc, dual channel ABS, perimeter frame. I mean, this thing really comes with class defining goodies and specs and equipment, so that makes it stand out as a performance statement. So when you look at the headlamp itself, it has that robo face kind of headlamp. They've done very good, clever updates without changing the overall design silhouette, which might hurt the sentiments of the people who are hardcore fanboys of the NS family. So that's pretty much it. This is the overview. Talking about the power plant, well, again, the engine compartment, you can see the coolant over there. So it's a liquid cooled engine, 4-valve, fuel injected, 199 0.5cc engine, it's written over there, and puts out 24.5 PS, 18.7 Newton meters torque, and 6-speed gearbox. Everything has been fine tuned to the max. The clutch feel is very, very light. The gear shifts are absolutely butter smooth, and the triple spark engine, if you had ridden the first gen model, man, this is like night and day. It is like a creamy smoothie. That's how good it is. It's like a Starbucks frappuccino that melts in your mouth. So it is extremely smooth shifts, and combine that with superb throttle response and seamless acceleration across the rev band, and you have the 200NS, the brutal naked beast, kind of resurrecting from its glorious ashes and donning a new avatar. So that's pretty much it. This is the overview, and if you talk about the price increment for this kind of equipment that they were, see, the USD Forks was done earlier, the update. I was there for the track ride. Even the 300mm disc was included earlier, but the updates now include this LED headlamp and the full digital console with Bluetooth connectivity and turn-by-turn navigation, and this costs you around 8,000 rupees increment. So the price increase is around 8,000 rupees when compared to the older model here in Hyderabad. And hey Mosquito, you seem to like the 200NS. Oh, it's stuck. It's like awestruck with this naked beast. Let's hope she get to ride this sometime. So for now, I'm enjoying this glorious sunset with this naked beast, and this is the overview and the updates that the 2024 model gets. How does it feel to ride? Let's not waste any more time. Let's rev the hell out of her. Okay guys, the big deal, the 200NS gets a major update or significant update, gets this all LED headlamp layout and full digital console. Everything else, the tech specs remain the same. 24.5 PS, 18.7 Newton meters, 6-speed gearbox, triple spark plug engine, and fuel injected liquid cooled 4-valve engine. So let's rev the hell out of this one. The rev counter looks good. Okay, so that was close to 135, but it can do much better than that in better conditions. But the way it responds, way it revs is what makes you absolutely go wow. I mean, this is in the sweetest state of tune in this midlife makeover, or kind of a second reincarnation kind of situation, because it was out in 2012, and 12 years later it still looks fresh. That is one thing, and it's still you can see how it revs. It's a rev happy machine. The more you rev it, the more it comes alive. Honestly, I'll tell you, this console will grow on you with time. It makes the bike look bigger and more premium than before, trust me. And even the LED headlamp, people are saying only this update. Well, if you change the design again, वो लोग बोलते हैं कि भाई पूरा डिज़ाइन चेंज कर दिया, पहला डिज़ाइन ही अच्छा है. So it's better to play the safe waiting game, and people still love this design. It still feels up to date and still feels modern and sporty. So it was a well ahead of its time design, so ahead of its time that it's 12 years later, it still feels on par with the competition that's currently available. And now it gets all the right equipment, checks all the right boxes. USD Forks, check. 300mm front disc, check. Dual channel ABS, check. Digital console, check. Turn-by-turn navigation, check. Bluetooth connectivity, check. Double check. And the overall power and enthusiasm and the kind of ride experience is absolutely out of this world, making it one of the most beautiful and lovely handling machine in the 200cc class in the affordable range. It is no longer affordable. The price has gone up by nearly 8,000 rupees now, which is not very value for money kind of this thing. But when you look around, the prices have shot up crazily among all other segments as well. So given the kind of equipment, at least you can welcome this as a good offering from Bajaj. First thing, world's favorite Indian, loved in more than 70 countries, and I've seen people riding 200NS in Thailand when we were for a motorcycle launch, and it makes us feel so proud that an Indian manufacturer is going to other markets and setting new standards, becoming a benchmark, giving the other Japanese rivals who've been around for ages run for their money with the kind of quality statement and performance statement they're making. So the engine is in the sweetest state of tune, very refined, no issues there even when you rev the hell out of it. Secondly, clutch pull is not too heavy, though it is not a slipper clutch. It feels very light pull, clutch pull, so it is effortless to ride. Secondly, the shifts are much smoother when compared to the first gen 200NS, which was very hard and clunky, but it was absolute hooligan, brutal machine nonetheless. And of course, the tank capacity is just 12 liters. Ground clearance is ample enough at 170 mm. It's the handling and the power to weight ratio. The bike's weight has gone down by 1.5 kgs, and believe it or not, this one has a shorter wheelbase than the 160NS, so that makes it more corner friendly and absolutely a corner rocket, helping you to tackle corners with ease and helping you enjoy those track day sessions. And yeah, throttle response is phenomenal, and everything else is bang on. So I feel this has become this is always a screaming proposition, now made even better with the LED headlamp, the full digital cluster, and all other goodies adding on to the value proposition and making it stand out as one of the finest and the best in its segment or price class. So that's pretty much it. If you like what you see and want to see more pure automobile content coming your way, stay tuned for more action right here at Dino's Vault. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until then, take care, God bless, and ride safe.